Do you want to make a portfolio website or any type of website in WordPress using Elementor? Then you are in the right place. This is the website which we are going to make in today's video. Here I will make this full website from scratch and step by step. For this website I will use the most popular WordPress page builder, Elementor. And here I will use the free version of Elementor. I will also provide the ready template download link in the description. So if you don't have much time to watch the full step-by-step tutorial, that case you can take this template. Here if we go to the builder mode, and from here you can see all the item is fully editable. For example, if I want to change any text, click on this text, and from the left side we can add our own text. For example, I am changing my name, so it's changing instantly. And instead of the red color, if we want to change this color to a different one, go to Style tab, and from here we can change our text to a different one. Going back, and in the same way, if I go to the right side, going here and here, we can add our own image instead of that. And also in the Style tab, we can customize or add our own style with this image. So same thing is working for each of the item. If I want to change the text or image or anything, click on that. And from the left side, we can change our content. And also if we want to add style, go to Style tab. And from here, we can add our own style. Now, if I go through the website, I will show you how to create this kind of custom header, how to upload your own logo, how to create this kind of menu, and a nice call to action button. Then here is the banner area. I will show you how to create this kind of banner from scratch. And here you can add your main text or main line, and also you can upload your image. Here you can add your social link and some skill link of your work. Then here is the what I do section. Here you can add your key services, or instead of that, if you want to create a about or skill section, you can also do that. I will show you how to create that. And after that, here is the portfolio area. So here you can upload your own portfolio, and you can link these images to your portfolio or details page. After that, here is the resume or experience section. So here you can add your educational qualification and job experience all together. After that, testimonial. This is very important what your clients are talking about your services or skills. In this area, you can add your best reviews or testimonials. And finally, the contact. So here I will show you how to create any form, and here people can contact to you by using this form. So when they fill this form and click on submit, all the information will redirect it to your email address. Also in the left side, we can add some contact information and also the social link. Also, I will show you how to create some other inner pages like about, skills, services, portfolio, and contact. Here I will also show you how you can create a single or one page website if you want. Also, if you want to create a multiple website, you can also create that. Finally, this website will be completely responsive for phone, for tablet, or for any devices. And you will find a timestamp in the description so you can jump any specific part you need. Before moving forward, let me introduce myself. I am Farjana Rashid, professional web designer and developer, and I am working in this area for last 8 years. So you are learning from a real web developer. So for you see, if you think this tutorial adds some value to you, please give this video a big thumbs up. Otherwise, you may not find this kind of valuable tutorial next time. And if you are new here, like to see my more upcoming videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Also, if you like to work with me for any WordPress project, you can contact me through my website. I have divided this tutorial into 13 simple steps. Also, here will be 2 parts. In the first part, I will show you how to create this website using template. So I will leave the template download link and you can purchase it only at $9.99. And in part 2, I will show you how to create the full website from scratch in step by step. So if you don't have much time to watch the full step-by-step tutorial, that case you can go to that template-based section. Now going with the very first step, purchase your domain and hosting. Here I will show you how to get a free domain for the first year and how to get up to 60% discount for hosting through my link. If you already have your own domain and hosting, you can skip this part, or if you don't have, then follow along. So to get domain and hosting, go to my sites, farjana-rashid.com. Go to tools. And if I scroll down, here is the Bluehost and click on get started. Or I will leave the direct link to the description so you can go from there. So why Bluehost? In my opinion, Bluehost is the best web hosting provider. I am a web developer. I have tried different web hosting companies. Don't want to mention their name, but I personally ended up with Bluehost. Hundreds of my clients using Bluehost and they never complain about using it. If you see my Bluehost account, I have hosted here tons of websites and I never get a downtime. I always get instant support in case I need any help. Their customer support is really amazing and their pricing is really affordable for everyone. That's why I always recommend Bluehost. Now from here, click on get started. And here we will find several packages they created. Here we will find 4 types of packages. For the very first one, the basic one. So if you have only one website need to host, you can select the basic one. And if you have multiple websites, you can select their plus options. And with their choice plus option, they always recommend the choice plus option. Here you will get some extra feature for security. You will get free domain privacy, free automated backup for 1 year, and also will get some pro tools for your website. And also when you take the pro package, here you will get additionally free domain privacy, free automated backup for unlimited time, free dedicated IP, and also the same pro tools. But for all of the packages you will get a free domain. For the basic one you will get it for 1 year, and for all others you will get it for lifetime. And also you will get free CDN and free SSL certificate. This will included for 4 packages. And here all the pricing is showing for 12 months, and when you click on 36 months, the pricing is showing as per 36 months. For now I need to host one website, so this time we can go with the first one, but we can upgrade or downgrade the packages anytime as we want. So click on select from the basic one. Now here we have to type our domain name. So if you already have your domain, you can type your domain name here, or if you don't have the domain name, so we have to type a new domain name here. And on the right side here we have options .com, .online, all the extension which you need. I always recommend to use the .com, most preferable, and this .com is also good for SEO. Alright, here I'm typing the domain name Farjana WP and click on next. Congrats, your domain is available. So to get this domain name, click on continue. Now I have to fill this form with my own information. Alright, go ahead. Alright, I have filled this form with my personal information and then the package information. From here we have to select again the basic plan for 12 months. If you like to use for 36 months, you can also do that. So for 12 months, this is the discounted price. If you also check the packages from the first step, here you will find for all the packages they are offering their biggest discount for the first year. We are taking the basic one, and here we are getting 73% discount. So where the regular price is $10 per month, now we are getting $2.95 per month. That's huge. Alright, let's go ahead. And from here, packages, extras. So these extra tools they are offering, we don't need these site backup options for now. We can remove. And site lock security, I'm also disabling this. So our total price is now $35.40. That's cool. And finally we have to set the payment information. So we have to fill this up, our credit card number, CVV and expiration date. I'm filling this up very quickly. Finally, click on the terms and condition policy. So I agree with the terms and condition. Select this one and finally click on submit. Alright, your purchase was a success and they sent a confirmation email to my email address. Now going to check my email. So now you can see they sent me a verification email. Click to open. And from here, we have to click on the verify your email. Alright, my email is verified successfully. By this time, I got another email. This is for payment confirmation and the invoice for my purchase. Now from here, click on create account. Here is showing my domain name. Now I have to type my password. I'm setting a new password. Also going to retype the password and go to create account. Alright, your account is ready to go and now we can log in. Click on go to login. Now here I have to retype my password which I just created and go to login. I'm saving it. We can skip this step for now and let's go ahead. Click on get started. Turn off domain privacy and protection and confirm it. So we have successfully completed purchasing our domain and hosting. Now going for step 2, install WordPress. To install WordPress, first I'm going to my sites and then from here go to create site. Now we have to type the site name. For example, here I'm typing WordPress website. And site title, complete website by Farjana. Then here is some advanced option. We can set our email address, username and password. Or if we skip that, they will create some information by default. I like to type my email address and username password. I'm typing and then go to next. Here I'm going to install the WordPress website to the root domain. So the directory will be empty and the default plugins, we can skip this. Then go to next. Alright, now going to skip this step and our WordPress website installed successfully. Now we can go to login our WordPress. Alright, this is our WordPress dashboard and from here if I go to visit site, this is the default layout of our WordPress website. And from here if I go to appearance, the default theme is now activated 2023 and the look is like this. And if we change the look to a different one like Sinatra, and now if we refresh, so you can see our default look is changing. Okay, I'll work with that later. For now, I'm going to cleaning up our WordPress dashboard. If I go to our dashboard, here we can see some notification or information box. These are coming from WordPress and our plugin settings. So first of all, going to plugins and going to select all the plugins, deactivate it. These are the default plugins. Is installed by default with our WordPress installation, and again select all. From here going to delete. Alright, now again going to dashboard. We can dismiss this notification. And then again going to post. Here is some dummy blog post. We are going to cleaning up. Go to trash and click on empty trash. Same for the pages. Select all page and move to trash, apply. Go to trash and empty trash. And finally going to settings, all is good. And going to reading. From here, the search engine visibility, for this time I am selecting on. Discourage search engines from indexing this site. Our site is still not ready to go, so until that I am blocking this site indexing from the Google or any search engine, and save changes. And finally going to permalinks, and from here we have to set the permalink. By default it's already set the post name like the domain URL, then the sample post. This is alright, we can keep with that. So for now we are all set and we are done with this step. Now going for the next step. So step 3, install theme. Here we are going to install this theme, Hello Elementor. So going to our website and appearance and theme, going to add new, and we can search here with the name, or here is the theme Hello Elementor. I'm going to install and activate. Then install Elementor, or if I check again here, so I need to install all the necessary plugins for step 4. Here is the Elementor, Royal Elementor add-ons, sticky header and WP forms. Let's go ahead, going to plugins and add new, and from here searching for Elementor. This is the Elementor going to install. After that, Royal Elementor add-ons, going to install this one, and sticky header. So sticky header effects for Elementor. This will work to make our header sticky, so going to install this one. And finally the form. So here I'm going to use the WP form. This is the form, and now going to install plugin. And now from here select all plugin, and from top going to activate and apply. Alright, all the plugins installed successfully. Now if I again check our steps, so here I have divided these steps into 2 parts. First of all, I'm going to show you how we can create our website using template, and then in the second part I will also show you how to create all the designs from scratch in step by step. So to create website from template, click on this link. I will also leave this page link in my description so you can check it from there. And here I have uploaded the ready template as JSON file for all pages and header footer. So from here you can purchase this template as JSON format. So to purchase this, just click on this button, I want this, and from here you have to fill this form with your name, card information, email address and country name, and simply click on this pay now button. And after purchasing you will get a zip file like that, and when you extract this all templates, so here you will find all the templates as JSON format. Here you will find header, footer and home page and all others inner pages. So let's go ahead, go to templates and saved templates and import template, browse, and here we can import all the templates one by one. First of all, going to header, continue, enable and import, and doing the same way, import template and selecting footer and and also the home page. Alright, in the same way we can import all other pages which we need. And now if I go again to our steps, so download and import templates, we imported our header, footer and home page for now. Then going to create our header, footer, and we need to add some global settings. So first of all, going to plugins again. For royal add-ons, going to opt-in and we can skip it. This is done. And going to theme builder. For header, going to create template, enter template title. So I'm typing header, create template. At condition, it will work for entire website and save condition. Continue. And from here, going to add template, my template. Here is the header, going to insert and apply. Going to settings and page layout, we can set it to canvas and save it. If I check in the left side, this is the logo, and right side this is the menu, and on the right side this is a call to action button. So for menu, we have to create a menu first. After that it will show here. So for now we can create a dummy menu. So going to exit and apply. Going to appearance and menu. Menu name, we can type any name, main menu, and create menu. And here we don't have any page yet, so I'm creating some dummy link, add to menu, and same way going to create some more. Alright, I have created some link and going to save menu. This time if I check our website, going to visit site, so here is showing our menu item, and in the right side this is the button. So again going to customize our header, and also I need to add some global settings. So I need to add the background color. Going to here, site settings, going to background, and here I'm going to set the gradient color. So for all color code I have a file. If I go to our website and scroll down, so I'm also downloading all the files which I need, and going to extract, and inside this folder we will find all the necessary images and the color. So here I will use all this color and font. So this is the gradient color. We will use it for our background and in some places. So the first color, this one. Going to our settings, the first color, this color, and the second color. Then type linear angle, we can make it to 90. Save it. And also going back, and the typography, and from here the link color, we can change the link color to something light and save it. Now if I check again to visit site, alright, so the background color is added and header is showing, and here we can change the menu color also. If I go to our header, crossing it, going to here, style tab, and highlight active item. So if I hide it, and now if I save our page and refresh, so now all the menu color is back to the gray color. Here I have added the same page link for all the demo menu item. So when I select highlight active item, it's getting the active link color. So we can hide it for this time, but we can enable it when we create multiple page website. Alright, for now I am going back. Now in the same way, going to royal add-ons and theme builder. This time we are going to create our footer. So going to footer and create template, typing footer, add condition for entire website, save condition, and from here going to add template, my template, and footer going to insert. And from here, if I want to change the text, so we can easily change our text. And also in the style tab, from here we can change the color, also the background color for this section, we can also do that. So this is fully editable. We can also change the color or style for header and footer in the same way. Now going to save it, and again going back, going to create our page, going to create the first page and typing home and publish. Now going to edit with Elementor, and from here going to add template, my template, and for home going to insert, apply. Alright, so our home page is imported. Here we have to create a form, WP form. So going to save our page for now. And if I check this page, we can change all the text and image very easily. Just click on this text, and from content we can change our text. I'm typing my name. Also, if I want to change the font size, we can do that. And for the red text, if I go to the secondary heading, and from here we can change the font size and font style. Also same thing for all others item. Click here, and from the left side we can easily change our text. In the right side, if I click here, and instead of this we can upload our own image. So if I check all the sections, it's working in the same way. All is editable, and this is the portfolio section. So here we can add your portfolio image and some text, and we can also link this item to any external details page or external details website. Then here is the resume or previous experience for education and job. So all we can edit here, and finally the contact. Alright, now I'm going to create our form. Going to dashboard and WP form. Going to add new. Let's go, and we can create our form from blank, or we can select any pre-made layout. So this is the simple contact form structure. We can go with this simple contact form. So this is the default form, and we can customize it as we want. For example, this is the first field, name, and first name last name format. So we can make it to simple, only name, and this is required. We can add description, then going to advanced, and from here field size we can make it to large, and placeholder we can add the placeholder name, default value, class name, and also we can hide label. And here going to show layouts, I'm making it to like that, and the first one. And then in the same way going to create another one, duplicate, and this time going to general and making it to phone, required from advanced, and the layout we can make it to this one and the second one. Also we can check from preview our changes. Sorry, first we have to save it, and now if I refresh, so name, phone, then going to email, advanced, making it to large, and after that going to add another field. So going to add field, and that can be subject, so single line text. There is different kind of field type, so I'm taking this one and going to edit changing it to subject, advanced, making it too large. We can also set some limit, text limit, placeholder. So here is some condition, you can set it, and all is good. Then finally the message, and required, going to advanced, making it to medium. Yeah, all is good. And finally the submit button. So for that, going to settings, and here we will find some more options. Like if I go to general, and here we will add the form name, form description, submit button text, we can change it from here, and the submit button processing text. So all is changeable. Then spam protection and security, we can add different spam protection or anti-spam captcha, so we can set any one. Then notifications, so after submitting the form, all the information will send to this admin email address, or we can change the email address to a different one. Then here is the email subject line, we can change it from name, from email. So here we can set the email address something like with the domain name, like contact, or we can leave as the admin email. Then reply to all fields, so all fields will be redirected to the email. And finally the confirmation, so after submitting the form, there will show a success message. We can type our message here, or we can redirect to a different page after submission. For now I'm okay with this, and finally saving our form. Now for the home, if I refresh and scroll down, and now if I go to our form and select templates, I'm selecting this one, simple contact form, and here is showing the name, phone, email, subject and message. And here we need to fix the width. So here I want to make it as left align, I mean the left 50% for name and right 50% for phone. For now I'm saving it, and again going to form. So from here again, if I check the structure, going to advanced and going to layout, the first one, and for phone show layouts, and the second one. If I also check the class names, and now save it and preview check, yeah, it's perfect now. Alright, so now refresh our page, and now our form is perfect. And here these are links, so we can also customize the link effect. So again going to global settings, site settings, and typography. Here is the link. If I go to typography and decoration, I'm making it to none, so text decoration none. And we can also add the hover color, so on hover we can add any color or the red color. Here is our colors. Yeah, looks good. And finally save it. And now if I check, alright, so our home page is done. And also if I check the responsive view, so this is also fully responsive, so we need not worry about the responsive view. Also the tablet, yeah, looks good on tablet. Going back, and finally if I go to our steps, so create header, footer, global settings, home page, and import template, create form. So all the steps is done, and now I'm showing you how to create a one-page website. So we can also create the multiple pages, and we can import our others pages in the same way. But for now I'm going to also show you how to create this as one page website. So if you like to use as one page, so it will also reduce the loading time just when you click any menu item and it's redirecting to that specific section. So for that, again going to our page builder and home. So for the very first section, if I cross it for now, And for the first section, I'm going here, going to add fonts and CSS ID. So I'm making it to home, ID name. And for about, we have to create another section for about, or we can import our about page. So click on this plus icon and add template. We can going to import template, file, and about. From about, going to insert, apply, and here we don't need this top area, only we can keep this second section. We can remove the testimonial. Alright, so here we can make this section as about. Going to edit section, from advanced, CSS ID, about. And then what I do, we can make it as services, and then portfolio, we can make it going to advanced and CSS ID portfolio. Then resume, going to advanced and CSS ID, and then we can set the contact, going to advanced and contact. For now we can save our page, and now we have to update menu. So going to menu and home, we can update the link, we can make it to hash and the ID name home. For about, the same way, hash and about. This is the ID we have created, and same thing doing for all others. And finally saving our menu. Now if I refresh our home, and when I click on about, it's going to the about section, and in the same way going to service, portfolio, contact, and also we can add link to this get started button. So we can link this get started to this contact area or contact page, or we can create a different page for getting quotation from client. Alright, so for now we are done, and now again if I go to our steps, so we are done with our part 1. We create our website from template, and then I'm going to part 2, and this time I'm going to show you how to create the full website from scratch. Now again going to our home, page builder, and this time I'm removing all and save it. And in the same way going to start our header and footer from scratch. So going to dashboard, going to royal add-ons and theme builder, header, edit template, and footer, edit template. And here I'm going to remove our header, save it, and also removing the footer and save it. So first of all going to header, and here before starting our design I need to add some global settings, and also I need to add some CSS. So for that, if I go to our website, and here is the CSS code, so all the CSS is here. We need not to worry about the CSS coding, so we just need to copy all the CSS, copy, and going to appearance and customize, going to additional CSS, and here I'm going to add all the CSS and publish. Now again going to header, and from here going to site settings, global color. So here I'm going to add our color. So here all our color, I'm changing one by one. The text color, we can update this color. Then the primary, we can use the red color. we can make it to red, and the secondary we can make it to the BG color, and also this green color we can change it to black, and we can add the white color. So add color, we can add the color code and name white, and this will be for gradient. So I'm also adding this gradient 1 GD1 and the gradient 2. So I'm adding this one, and this will be our font family. For now I'm saving it and going back, going to global fonts and font family. So we will use the Poppins for body and Montserrat for title. So Poppins, we can set all the default font to Poppins. I'm making all the Roboto to Poppins, and size we can make it to 16 and font weight to normal. So we can do same for all text, making the font family to Poppins 16 normal, alright. Added same for all fonts, and going back, saving it, and going to typography, body text color we can make it to the text color, and also the H1. So we can set all the titled color and font. So for H1 making it to the text color, and typography we can make it to Montserrat. Doing same for all font, changing the color and typography. I'm making it to Montserrat. Doing for all others. Alright, I'm done, and now saving it and crossing it. So we are done with our global settings, global color, font and CSS. So this step is done, and now I'm going to create our header and footer, also the home page. So for header, add new container, and here I'm taking a structure like this. Also I have created the same design to a different place. So here is our full website. So now we can start building or designing our website following this page. So for header, in the left side I'm taking logo and going to upload our logo. So if I go to download, and here is all image files, you can use it, or if you have your own images, so you can add your logo and all the images. Here this is a dummy logo. In the left side, here is the title text, I'm hiding all, and in the right side I'm adding menu. This is the nav menu. Also adding a button. Here is the button after menu, and this container, the second one, I'm making the direction to row. Also the alignment, making it to the end, and vertical align, making it to the center. Alright, now again going to styling it. So for the first container, going to style tab and background color, I'm adding the background color to this BG color. And also we can remove the spacing, so going to layout and gaps, this is already 0, Also going to add fonts, and from padding making it to 0. Also I'm going to add a CSS class name for header, so I'm typing header, and this will add some styling with our header. So for that, if I save our page and refresh it, so now you can see it's adding some spacing in top and left right. Now for the logo, it's adding some border, so going to style tab. If I scroll down, here is the border, we can make it to 0. And also for menu, going to style tab, and text color I'm making it to the text. And also on hover we can change the text color to the red color. Also you can remove this pointer, so going to content and menu item, hover effect, we can make it to none, so no pointer is showing now. Also the mobile menu show on mobile, or we can make it to tablet, so mobile menu will show on tablet view also. If I check the responsive and tablet, so it's showing like this. So item align, we can make it to the center, stressed full width, or custom width we can make it to 300, and align drop down align to right, align item center, and item toggle to the right. Also the button will be on left and it should move to the right. So going to here, going to add fonts, and order we can make it to start. So now button is in left and the hamburger menu icon on right. Now again going to the desktop and going to menu, going to style tab, highlight active items, we can keep it or turn it off. And from here going to typography, making the font family for menu to Montserrat, and we can decrease the font size to 13. Font weight I'm making it to medium, transform to uppercase. And also for sub menu, so here we don't have sub menu, but we can also change the color and typography for sub menu. So we can change the color to the text color and background color. So background color we can make it to the BG color, and also the typography, so we can change one by one. Also the hover background color. So for now we don't have the sub menu, but when we add sub menu we can customize it. Then going to mobile menu, so for checking that, going to mobile view, and here is the mobile menu. So text color I'm making it to the text color, background color making it to the BG, and on hover text color we can make it to the red color, and background color we can make it to the black. And this divider highlight active item we can make it off. Divider color we can change the divider color to black, so now it's looking like this, yeah. And finally the toggle button color we can change the color to red, and background color we can make it to transparent, and hover we can make it something different. And here we can also customize the icon, so the line height we can change it, space between the lines we can also decrease or increase it, and the button width we can also decrease the width. I'm making it to 34. Alright, looks good. And now again going to desktop and going for button, and here I'm going to add the button text. We can make it to get started, and here we can add the link with this button. Alignment already is okay, and going to style tab. From typography we can making the same font as menu, so making it to Montserrat. Font size, I'm making it to 13. Font weight, making it to medium. Text transform to uppercase and adding some letter spacing 1. And the text color, we can make the text color to red. And the background color, we can set the background color to transparent for now. I will add some custom style with the buttons. So for that, from advanced, if I add the CSS class to menu button, menu underscore btn, and now we can see it's getting a nice style. So looks good for now. And if I check the responsive for tablet, looks good. For phone, we can decrease the width. So for the first container, if I go to the percent and making it to smaller, I'm making it to 35. And for the right one, I'm making it to percent and 65. Yeah, looks good. And for this content, for the second container, yeah, direction is okay. And the button, we can make it smaller. So going to style tab and padding, we can make the padding to 8 and also increase in left and right. So for right, we can make it to 12, left and right. And for this second container, we can make the gaps to 0. Yeah, so now it's okay. So if I hide the panel, so looks good on phone, for tablet, and for desktop. For the first container, I'm making the vertical align to center. And if I check for tablet and phone, okay, for now I'm saving it. And if I check from preview, so our header is done. Also in tablet and phone, yeah, looks good. Now going back and in the same way going to create our footer from scratch. So going to footer and going to edit template, add new container, taking the first one, and in the same way going to edit container, style tab, changing the color background to BG, and going to advanced and padding, I'm making it to 40, making it to unlink. For right and left, I'm removing it and also adding the class name, so it will add the style with footer, FOOTER, footer. And now inside this, adding text, so I'm taking this heading, making the alignment to center, and we can copy text from this website. I'm going to copy all the text, or you can add your own text. We can change the tag to P and going to style tab, change the color to text, and the typography, we can keep pop-ins, we can keep it as it is. Also, if I check the responsive for tablet is okay, or we can decrease the font size for tablet and phone. And we can add some padding in left and right. Going to container, from advanced, for left and right we can add 20 pixel. And if I check the phone, yeah, looks good. Also here we need to add some line height, so going to style tab and line height EM, we can add 1.2 or 1.4. Alright, looks good. So our footer is also done. And going back, now going to pages and home page, going to edit with Elementor. I have also created this home page or the full website to a different location. So following this design, we can start all the section one by one. First of all, the hero section or the top banner area. So here we can take a container with the 2 column, or you can take 2 individual column inside one. Okay, let's go ahead. So I'm taking a container like this, and inside this taking another container and also taking another one. Alright, so for the first container, going to style and the background color, I'm adding the background color to BG color and adding some padding, going to advanced and padding, first making it to unlink, and bottom and make it 80, and for top here we can decrease padding on top because it's already taking some spacing with header, so I'm making it to 50. And also we can take a border bottom, so here going to style and border type solid with 1 pixel and the border color black. Now in the left side we can take some text, so for this one I'm taking heading, and after that will be a 2 color, so for that I'm searching for dual color heading, and then this is a animation text, so if I search heading or advanced text, so I'm taking this one, advanced text, and then there will be some normal text, so I'm taking text editor. So first going to styling this, going to copy this text, and H2 tag we can make it to H3, and going to style tab, change the color to our text color, so going to make it to the text, and typography making it to the Montserrat, we can decrease it to 14, and text transform to uppercase, we can add some letter spacing. In the dual color, so here I'm going to copy this first color text, align left, and the primary heading I'm adding text, then the secondary, so another type text, and here we don't need the description, so hiding it, show icon we can hide it, and then going to style tab. For the primary heading text color we can make it to white, and typography going here making it to bigger, first making the font family to Montserrat, and the font size 60, font weight we can make it to bold, we can also set the line height, we can make it to 1. Alright, same thing for the secondary, so going to secondary heading, the text color we can make it to red, and the typography we can set the same typography Montserrat, and same font size, font weight to bold, and also the line height we can set it to 1. Alright, looks good. And then going to the next one, so this is animated text, a professional coder, a developer, so we can change our text, going to add this. From here the style is animated, animation type we can select different kind of animation. I'm selecting this clip, and the alignment, I'm making the alignment to left, and now going to add our text, so we can add text in a different line, so this is a 2-line text and animation will work with this text. Now going to style, prefix text, we can change the color to white, and typography, changing the font family to Montserrat, and we can increase the font size, I'm making it to 48, and font weight we can make it to semi bold, and also we can set line height with the text 1 em, and same thing for the advanced text, change color, we can change the color to white, and the typography we can make it to the same font style, so Montserrat, font size 48, and font weight we can make it to semi bold. And here the line height EM we can set it to 1, and here we can remove this padding to 0, so it's removing the extra spacing. And also we can decrease the width of this left container, so going here and change it to the full width, we can make it to 55. Also if I go to the right side, making it to the full width, and we can make it to 45. So now left side is bigger. And then this text, so I'm going to copy all the text, adding here, going to style tab. So the color is okay, the typography is getting the default font, so we can leave it as it is. And also if I go to add fonts, margin we can make it to 0, and from top adding 20, so it's adding some spacing in top. And here for the left container layout, we can remove the spacing between each item, so I'm making it to 0, and vertically center, we can set all these settings. And here for the first one, we can add some margin bottom, so making it to unlink, and bottom we can add 30. And now next if I check here, so here we have to take another 2 container inside this, and in the left side we'll add text and social, and same for right. So let's go ahead, going here, taking another container inside this. If I see from navigator, and inside this we are taking another 2. And from outer container, making the direction to row. And for this one, going to advance, margin 0. From top we can increase the spacing 100 or 150, and also decrease the padding. Now for the left one, going to the left container, and for this one I'm also making the gap to 0, so our alignment will be in the same line. And inside this we are taking text editor and also social. Align left. So for the first one we are taking the text and going to style tab, making the alignment to left, color is okay, and typography, pop-ins size we can decrease it to 14, and text transform to uppercase, and letter spacing we can add some letter spacing. And next going for social, from the left side we can add our social icon, and here will be social link. We can change this icon to a different one, or we can add new social icon. Going to style tab, custom color, this will be custom, and primary color we can leave it, and the secondary color we can change this will be the icon color, so I'm making it to the gray color. And for the background and all this shade effect, these are coming from our CSS, so we don't need to worry about this styling. Most of the styling we are getting from our custom CSS. Now the size, we can decrease our size, we can make it to 20, and padding 0.9, spacing we can increase the spacing between item. Yeah, looks good. And now if I scroll down, the icon hover, so here we can add hover effect for this icon. Here is different kind of effect. I'm selecting this float. Yeah, looks good. And here we can increase the spacing between items, so again going to edit container, and gap we can set it to 10, and also to fix the alignment advanced I'm making the padding to 0. Alright, this is good. And now we can simply duplicate, and we can remove the container last one. And now I'm changing text, and for the right one we can change this icon to icon images. So here I'm going to upload SVG image, upload SVG, selecting the first one. I will also leave these icon images to our image folder, so you can also get that, and also you can add your own image. Then going for the second one, sorry, not here, going to upload SVG, and the second one, and also the third one, sorry, not here, upload SVG. I'm going to add this one. On the right side here, we need to add some spacing, or yeah, looks good. Alright, and now I'm going to the right side. So here, if I check, there will be a gradient background and a image. So inside this, first I'm taking a image and going to upload a image. So here I'm taking the image. We can use your own image or any dummy image, and going to style tab, border radius. I'm adding a border radius with the image 10 pixel, and also going to the edit container, going to background, and here going to gradient. The first color I'm adding the gradient 1 and the second color to gradient 2. Location linear angle, we need to set it to 90, so it will be same as our website background. And also border radius, so going to border, and border radius I am adding 10 pixel, looks good. And here going to add fonts, need to add some padding, adding 10, or we can make it to 15 pixel or 13. This looks good. Now if I hide the panel, we can make it to the vertically center align. Going to edit container and layout, we can set it to center. Now if I save our page and preview, so it looks good on here. Also if I check the responsive, so for this image, if I go to the desktop, we can set the height to % and make it to 100% height in all devices. And object fit, we can make it to cover, and center or top center. Now save it. Alright, so our desktop view looks good. I need to fix the responsive mode, so I'm doing that after a few moments. Now let's go ahead with the next section. So from here, the services. For service section, first of all I'm taking another container, the first one, and in the same way going to style tab and adding the background color BG, and from advanced padding making it to unlink, and for top and bottom adding 80 pixel, so same spacing in top and bottom. Then adding border bottom, so going to style tab and border type making it to solid, width first making it to unlink, and bottom one color black. Alright, now inside this I'm taking another container for this header, and inside this I'm taking heading and adding this text, making it to center align. And also you can change the HTML tag to P or anything. Then going to style tab, color is okay, and the typography I'm changing it to Montserrat, and we can decrease the font size to 14, making it to uppercase. And the line height EM, we are making it to 1.2, and adding some letter spacing 1, or we can make it 2, and saving it. And now again taking another heading and adding text what I do, making the alignment to center, and from style tab this time taking it to the text color. And typography, I'm adding the font family to Montserrat, and size I'm making it to 60 pixel and making it to bold. Alright, looks good. And then here we need to take another container and 3 column inside that. So for that, going to take another container, add new container after that, and inside this we can take another container and we can duplicate this, and going to outer container, making the direction to row. And for the first one, inside this I'm taking a icon box, and also need to take another icon for read more. So here going to icon, and here I'm taking the arrow, I'm taking this one and making the alignment to left, and also for this one making alignment left. And for the container I'm making it to vertically center. Also from advanced, adding some padding, so adding 50, and also for adding some styling we need to add to CSS class name. So I'm typing box underscore 8 and gap, then shadow box, shadow underscore box. Now if I save it and if I refresh, sorry, I did it wrong. I need to add this under CSS classes, add it to ID. Alright, now if I hide the panel, so you can see it's added a shadow and a nice hover effect. Now going to the icon box, and here I'm changing the icon to this one, and also going to add title. For icon going here, and we can take this one, and now going to style tab, going to icon, and from here decrease the icon size. I'm making it to 40, and also increase the spacing. Then going to content, changing the color to the text color, and the typography, increase the font size. I'm making it to 24, and from here we can also change the spacing between content and title. I'm making it to 20, and then for description we can leave it as default. Alright, now again going to for this icon, going to style tab, and we can decrease the icon size. We can make it to 22, and also we need to add a CSS class. So going to advanced, and from here CSS classes, adding show hover, show underscore hover. So now it's hide in default, and when I hover over it's showing. So if I hide the panel, we can see it's working like this. That's cool. So our style is done. I'm saving it, and now I'm simply deleting others empty container, and we can just duplicate the first one, duplicate, and one more time. Now I'm changing text and icon for these two. Alright, now in the same way going to duplicate the whole container 2 times. So from here we can add more content as we have. Also changing the text for these 3. Alright, I'm done, and now for this 2 section, first I'm checking the responsive view. So responsive mode, going to tablet. For the second section, for the title, going to style tab and the typography, and we can change the font size to 40, and also for the font making it to 35. Now for the boxes, if I go for the first one and icon, going to the tab and icon, decreasing the icon size, making it to 30, and also the title, going to content and typography, I'm making it to 20, or you can decrease it more, And here we can also decrease the padding of container. So going to edit container, and padding we can make it to 30 or 20, 25. And here we can make it to vertically center. So going to edit container, and from layout making it to, yeah, it's already vertically center. Now going to copy the style to others. So for the icon box, going to copy and paste style, and similarly the container, going to copy and paste style for others container. Now again going to the phone, and for this area we can also increase the title for icon box. Going to content and title, we can make it to 20. And now going to copy the icon box. So going to copy and paste it to others. Alright, now going for the top area. Here, first I'm going to this area, and here we can decrease this text size. So for the first one, going to style tab, and from typography we can decrease it to 40, and same thing for secondary, going to typography and making it 40. And for the advanced text, going to style tab, prefix, making the size to 30, and also advanced and making the size to 30. And if I go for phone, for the first one looks okay. For the second one, for prefix, making the size to 25, and for the advance, making it to same size, looks good. And now for this container we can add some margin right. So going to advance, going to margin, making it to unlink, and for right adding 20. Now going for phone, and here we can move these to top. So selecting this container, and from advance, here is the order, we can move it to top. And here margin, so for margin, first making it to unlink, and if I add 10 pixel or 20 for top and 20 for bottom, or 30, and for right 10 and left 10. Yeah, looks good. And then when I scroll down, we can make all the text to center align for phone. So making it to center. Also for this one, making it to center align. For this one, center. And also for this, making it to center and center. We can also decrease this spacing for phone. So going here, going to advance, and or when I go to navigator and the outer container, going to advance, and for top margin we can make it to T, or we can increase it 70. Yeah, we can keep it. So this section looks good, and now finally saving our page. So now I'm going for the next section. If I scroll down, here is the portfolio section. So for next section, we can simply duplicate the second one, going to right click and duplicate. And here we can change our text to this, and also my portfolio. Then inside these boxes, we can add image box. I'm removing this and click on this plus icon. I'm searching for image. We can take this one, image box, and now adding title to gallery, and here will be text, and finally this image. From here I'm going to add the image. I'm adding the first one, and here is the tag for this title. So here we can make it to P. And now going to style tab, we can make the alignment to left, and for image we can make the width to 100%, and also the spacing between image and title we can decrease it to 5. Then going to content, and also the size or typography, making it to uppercase. And here we can also decrease the font size, making it to 14, or we can make it more smaller, 12. And also adding some letter spacing, adding letter spacing to 1. And then for description, this will be basically the title here, so we can increase the font size. I'm making it to 20. Yeah, looks good. And here the line height, we can decrease it, making it to EM and 1.2 or 3. And from here we can decrease the top spacing, so we can also make it to 5. And here for this container we need to decrease the padding, so going to advanced, and padding we can make it to 20. And also we can decrease the box height, so this will add a fixed height with the box. So I'm removing the height. Now it's looking good. If I hide the panel, or we can increase the padding, so making it to 30 or 25. And also if I check the responsive view, so here the padding we can make it to 15 or 20. And also decreasing the text size, so going to content, and for title, sorry, not this one, here we can make it to 18 or 16. And now if I duplicate this, we can simply delete others container. And now when I duplicate, and if I check the responsive view, yeah, looks good on tablet, and also for phone, looking good. Now I'm going to duplicate the whole container, removing the bottom one, and now going to update image and content. Alright, I have updated all the image and text. And here for the each of the item, if I go here, and from the left side, if you want to add any specific page link or details page link, so that case we can add the link here. Alright, for now I'm saving our page, and now going for the next section. So after portfolio, if I go here, here is the resume or experience section. So in the left side we can add our education qualification or the background, and on the right side here is the job experience list. So let's go ahead. First of all, going to duplicate this section, and now we can remove this container, and here going to copy the title, also my resume. Now here again taking a container and 2 column structure, so I'm taking a new container, and inside this again 2 container. For the outer one, making the direction to row. And now for the left side, here will be 2 title. So first of all, taking 1 heading and adding this text, and then another one, making it to education quality. Now for the first one, we can make it to the paragraph, and from style tab going to typography, making the font family to Montserrat, and size we can make it to 14 pixel, and text transform to uppercase. Then line height EM we can make it to 1.2 and adding some letter spacing. Alright, now going for the second one, and this is the H2, we can keep it. Then style, making the color to text color, and typography, making it to Montserrat, and increase the text size to 35 and weight making it to bold. And now after that, here will be a timeline. So I'm taking this one, and here the layout, here is different kind of layout. I'm adding the line left and all is good. Then timeline items. So here is 4 content or 4 item. These are dummy. And going for the first one, here I'm adding the first one, 2008. Here is the label text, then the extra label primary and secondary. So the primary making it to this, and also this one. Then display media, we can make it to, or we can remove it. Then title, here is the item title, and here is the details. So here we can add our educational details. Here is the degree details, the CGPA, university name, and the year. I'm crossing all others and simply duplicate the first one. And here for this icon, for the first one, here is the icon. So we can change the icon to a different one. Can add different kind of icon. Alright, we can update our content after a few moments. For now, I'm going to update the style. So going to content and making the alignment to left, and show title, show description, all is good. Then going to style tab. Here timeline items, we can leave it. Here is the title, and the title color we can make it to the text color. And typography, this is the default font. We can increase the font size or decrease it. Yeah. And font weight, if I make it to semi bold, or looks good. And also for the description, changing the text color to the this one. Then going to main line, and this is the line color. So line color we can make it to black, and the line fill color we can make it to red. Then here is the main line levels. This is for this date. So color we can make it to the text color, and background color we can make it to black, and the border we can make it to the red. Looks good. And same thing for icon. So going to main line icon, here the color we can make it to red, the fill color we can make it to red, so icon color will be red. And background color we can set it to the BG color, background fill color make it to black, and border color can make it to red. Okay, we can keep it. And then going to extra label, primary color we can make it to red color, and the text color we can keep it or we can move it to this text color. Then triangle, for triangle we can set the BG color and we can make it more dark. Looks good. Alright, I'm done. And also if I check the responsive, we can decrease this font size. From typography we can make it to 25. Yeah, looks good. And for phone, yeah, it's okay. Now going again to desktop, and we can duplicate the container, removing the empty one. And for the right side I'm changing the text, and also this one. And here we can remove these numbers. So if I scroll down, timeline item, for the first one, show levels, if I hide it, so it's hide it. And now going to duplicate. Now I'm also going to update all the text. Alright, I have updated content, and now in the same way going for the next section. So here if I check again the testimonial, so for that in the same way going to duplicate this container, and here we can delete these two. Now inside this, first of all changing the text to this and making it to testimonial. Then here adding this widget, So I'm searching for testimonial and taking this one, testimonial carousel, and this is the default style. So we can keep this default style, and from the left side here is the author name, job title, image. So let's go ahead with the content. I'm going to type, here is the title, Android app development, I'm typing, and here will be the image. I'm adding this one, and here is the name, here is the job title. We can keep all this dummy, and here will be our text. We can keep this dummy for now, and here is settings, all is good, and then going to style tab, going to content, all is good. We can keep all these settings, and here is the triangle. For this one we can change this color to the BG color, and icon, all is good. Then title, the title color is black, so it's not showing. I'm making it to white. And the typography, Poppins, we can increase the font size to 18, all is good. And then the content, we can change it to this text color. And then going for the next, here is the rating color. We can also change this, but I think this is okay, we can keep it. Then going to meta, the meta position, here is the meta, I mean the name and title. Here is the image, name, the name color also we can make it to the text color, so it's showing here. Or if I try the white, we can make it also white. And then job title, so we can keep it, or if I decrease the font size, can decrease the job title. Then social media, we did not add that. Then navigation, so this arrow we can make the color, making it to the text color, and on hover we can change it to the red. And then going to pagination, and from here we can change the color to black, and on active making it to the text color, and making the size we can increase it the 10. Yeah, good. Now saving it, and finally updating the content. So going to content. Alright, so I'm done, and then going for next section. So here is the contact. I'm again going to duplicate the first one, and in the same way going to update text and contact with me. Then removing this, like this, I'm adding to container and adding another container inside this, and then duplicate. Inside the first one, in the left side there will be image, taking this image and some text, adding the text editor and changing this image, adding this one, making the alignment to left, and here for this left container making it to full width, and then decrease it to 36, and same thing for the right one. Okay, I'm doing it after a few moments. Then for this container, going to advanced, add padding, I'm adding 30 pixel, and also going to add this box shadow. So for that we need to add a CSS class name. I'm typing shadow underscore box and only, and there will be a border radius. So going to style tab, border and border radius, I'm making it to 10. Alright, now if I hide the panel, yeah, so the style added. Now in the same way going to copy, and on the right side going to paste style, and here for this one width we can skip it or making it to 64, and on the right side there will be only form, so we can add form on the right side, searching for form, and here I'm taking this one form styler and form source, making it to WP form, and select templates. I'm selecting the first form we have created. I'm going to add style with this after a few moments, and then going to image, adding border radius, going to style and border radius. I'm also adding some border radius 10, and also for this text I'm going to add all this text. We can copy. Here will be some text and contact information. So for this one we can copy and paste, and for phone we can make it to bold if you want. And here if we want to customize the link style, so we can do that from global settings. So going to site settings and typography, here is the link style. Going to typography and text decoration, if I set it again, none. Alright, saving it, crossing, and after that there will be the social and text. So we can copy the social. I'm going here. Now going to copy the left container, and if I scroll down here, going to paste it here. All is good, and here we can add some spacing between the social and text. So for this text, going to add fonts, for margin making it to unlink and adding some margin bottom. I'm adding 20. Also we can add some spacing after this text. So here going to add fonts, and for margin making it to unlink, can make it to 30 pixel in bottom. Alright, looks good. And now on the right side, the form. Here is form title, description. So here is some settings, and then here is the style tab. The container, we already added the container style with CSS, so we need not to worry about the container. Then field labels, we can change the color to text, and typography, we can change the font family to Montserrat, and we can decrease it to 12 and text transform to uppercase, and adding some letter spacing 1 pixel. Alright, now going for the field description is okay. Then input and text area. Here the text color, we can set it to the text color. So when I type something, it's the color, and on focus also the color will be same. Then going to the border color, make it to black, and on focus we can change the border color to red. So when I click, it's becoming red. Going to normal. Then if I scroll down, here is the input width, input height. So we can increase the height. We can make it to 55, and text area height, can decrease it. We can make it to 200. Text area width is okay, and the border radius we can make it to 5 for input field. And vertical gutter, I mean this is the spacing between each item, so we can increase the spacing. We can make it to 20. Yeah, looks good. And finally the submit button. For button we can make it to the full width. So here is the alignment, I'm making it to justified, and then color, all is okay. The typography, changing the typography, making it to the Montserrat, and font size, you can make it to 14 pixel, and text transform to uppercase. Letter spacing, adding some letter spacing, and the font weight, make it to medium. Alright, and border radius we can also make it to 5. Alright, I'm done, and finally saving our page. Finally, if I check the responsive view for all this section, if I go for tablet, all looks good. We can keep as it is, and also for phone. Alright, now crossing it, and now again going back to exit, and now if I go to visit site, so you can see the home page is not as default page. So to make that, again going to settings and reading, and from here is static page and home page, making the home, and going to save changes. If I refresh our main URL, you can see the home page is working as default page. Now if we check our steps again, so steps 11, create header, footer and home page from scratch. This step is done, and now I'm going to create some others pages. So if I check the demo site, here is some others pages about skills, services, portfolio and contact. So now I'm going to create all the pages one by one. Let's go ahead, going to dashboard and pages. In the same way, going to add new, crossing it and typing about, publish. Going to edit with Elementor, and also we can open our home page in a different tab and opening it with builder. If I check the demo site and going to about, so here the top area we have to create the title banner area. So for that, or simply you can copy the top section from home. So going to copy, and from about going to paste it. Now on the right container I'm removing it, removing the bottom text and also the social and also this animated text. Now making the alignment to center, so going to container, making the alignment, the item aligns to center, and also making the container width to 100%. And here if I check the container padding, so for top we can make it to 60 and bottom 80. Alright, now for the first one we can change the text, welcome to my world, we can keep it, and about me. So for the second one, here will be about, and the second one, me. This is done, saving it. And then the second section, there will be a text in the left and image on right. So here I'm taking another container. We can take the 2-column structure, and now for the container we can copy the style from another section. So going to the second section and container, going to copy, and for this one paste style. Here for this container making the direction to row, and now the left side there will be title and small title. So here we can copy the title area or the title, copy small title and also the large one. For the first one making the alignment to left and second one will be left. Then here will be some text, so I'm taking the text editor after that and adding the dummy text. So we can copy all the dummy, going to text mode and paste it here. Also from visual adding a space, and on the right side we can add the image. So going to home, this container right side I'm going to copy it, and here we can paste it. Sorry, not here, we need to put it outside, so I'm adding from outside paste, and we can remove this one. And from the left side, if I go to the edit container for left one, we can increase the width. So here we can make it to 63%, and we can make it to vertically center. So make it to vertically center, and if I hide the panel, yeah, it's look like this, and save it. If I check the responsive for tablet and for phone. Alright, going back to desktop, and after that if I check the demo site, here is the testimonial section added. So we can copy this section from home, we already created the testimonial. So here going to copy and paste it, so it's added. Alright, saving our page, and now in the same way going to exit, going to add new, and this time skills. So I'm going to create skills and publish, going to edit with Elementor, and this time if I going to exit, and for the about we can open it in a new tab with Elementor. And now we can copy the top area for others page, going to copy and going to skills and paste, and changing the text, making it to my skills. Here will be my and skills. Then if I check demo, here will be a skills section, so we can make that. There will be a 2-column structure, title and some skills. This is for soft skill and this is for hard skill. So here I'm taking a 2-column structure, and also for about we can copy, and for this container paste style. Now in the left side we can copy the title, and here going to change the text, making it to soft skill, and now also this timeline. So here I'm searching for, sorry, this will be the progress bar. I'm taking the second one, it's coming from the Royal Add-ons progress bar. And for this one, here is the maximum value and count value, so we can make it to 90. And title we can change it to this, and title position making it to outside, also the counter position making it to outside, and also need to decrease the height. So for that, going to settings and line height, we can make it smaller. I'm making it to 6, and then going to style tab, changing the background color. So here is the progress line. The inner line color background is already added with the CSS. We need to change the color for filler. So progress line, we need to change the background, going to gradient, and first color GD1, second color GD2, then angle I'm making it to 90, same as others. Then title, the color is text, and typography making it to Montserrat. We can decrease the size 12, making it to uppercase, and adding letter spacing I'm adding 2, and here is the distance between the line and text, so we can make it smaller, or 5 is okay. And then same thing for this text right side, so making the text color to text and adding the same typography, making it to Montserrat, and decrease the font size to 12, and text transform to uppercase, letter spacing 2. Alright, this is done, and in the same way we can duplicate it several times. Duplicating, and now in the same way we can duplicate the whole left container, making it to duplicate and removing the empty one. And finally going to update all the text and the %. Alright, I'm done, updated all text. And finally if I check the responsive view, so it's look good on tablet and phone, looks good. And finally saving it. Now going back to exit, and same way going to add new. Next page, services, I'm going to create services, publish, and edit with Elementor. And in the same way going to copy the banner area, paste it here, and changing the text to my services. And then there will be service list. So in the same way, if I again open the home page and going to edit with Elementor, and here service section, going to copy and paste it. So I'm done and saving it. And after that, portfolio. So in the same way, going back, add new page, typing portfolio, and publish. Edit with Elementor. Going to copy the banner and paste it, changing the text to my portfolio. And in the same way, here will be portfolio and testimonial. So from the home page, we can copy portfolio, adding it, and then testimonial. So going to testimonial, going to copy and scroll down and paste it. Alright, I'm done, and now going to save it. Then going back, and finally the contact me, and we can copy all this. So going to add new contact, publish. Going to edit with Elementor, and same way going to copy the banner, paste it, and changing the text to contact me. And here will be section for contact. So from home page, the last one, we can copy this section and paste it here. Alright, we are done with this page, and finally saving it and going back, and here is all pages, total 6. And again, if I check the skills, here will be some sections. So if I go to skills, and after that my resume and testimonial. So from home page, I'm going to copy my resume here, and here I'm going to paste it. Also testimonial, so going to copy, and if I scroll down here, going to paste it. Alright, so testimonial, my resume and skills, and now going to update this page. Going back, crossing the home, and now if I visit our site, so we need to also update our menu. So for that, going to appearance and menu, and instead of the custom link, we need to add all the new pages to menu. So first of all, removing all the custom, and going to view all. Here is 6 page, select all and add to menu. Here is home, about, we can set then home, about, skills, services, portfolio and contact, and finally saving our menu. Alright, now if I refresh our website, so our menu is updated, and now when I click on about, it's going to each different pages. Going to skills, yeah, so all the pages linked successfully. Now going back to home, and now if I check again our steps, so step 12, create others pages and update menu. So this is done, and finally one more step, make our header sticky. So now if I scroll down, so you can see our header is not showing. So I want to keep our header sticky, so when we scroll down, we will also see our header in top. So for that, from here going to header again, and from here if I go to edit container, going to advanced and scroll down, here we are going to sticky header effects. This is coming from the additional plugin, and going to enable it. Also here we will find some options to customize our sticky header. So we can enable it for all devices. Scroll distance, we can make our sticky header to transparent, or we can set a specific background color for sticky header. Bottom border, shrink header, shrink logo, change logo color. So these all options is available. We can also change the background color here, the color first making it to the BG color, and for transparency we can make it little bit transparent, Now if I save it and refresh our home page, and when I scroll down, alright, so you can see our header is now sticky. Alright, we are done. I'm crossing it. So steps 13, this is done, and by this time we are done with our all steps. So we are done with our website, and that's all for today. So far you see, if you think this tutorial adds some value to you, please give this video a big thumbs up, otherwise you may not find this kind of valuable tutorial next time. And if you are new here, like to see my more upcoming videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Finally, if you like to work with me for any WordPress project, you can contact me through this website. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.